Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with Thomas here again, my brother-in-law, and we are at the home of the 11th President of the United States of America, James Polk, here in Columbia, Tennessee, which happens to be where Thomas lives. Thomas lives in Columbia. Now, James Polk was actually the first president that was the Speaker of the House before he was the president. Only president to be Speaker of the House and president was James Polk. And this was his home that he lived in. His dad built this home, and his mother lived in this home until she passed away. He left to go get his law degree and came back, lived in his home when he started his law practice. It's kind of funny how many lawyers, how many presidents back in the day were actually lawyers. That's kind of how it happened. You can see it's right here in this city, right in the middle of Columbia. Columbia is a beautiful little town. They have the actual presidential hall down there, and the house is over here. But as you can see, there's gates open. And it looks like you can just go right back in. Oh shit! Look, that's open. Can you just walk in? Holy crap! I just walked right in here. Well, I just walked right in. I don't know if you can do that, but here it is. You know, this stuff always kind of happens to me to where I just kind of walk right in to things, but let's walk right into here and see what was going on here in James Polk's house. Here it is. I guess they got it all done up. A bunch of fake looking stuff.
Oh, wow.
It is cold in here. It's a lot colder in here than it is outside. But obviously they didn't have electricity. But look at all this cool stuff. Wow. Awesome.
This is cool, man.
How did we just walk in to a former president's house? I'm John Petro, and I just walk into a former president's house, 11th President of the United States of America, James Polk. Just walked right in. That's America for you. And I guess here's the backside. Pretty cool.
Well, was this something you would wipe your foot on back in the day?
Yeah, maybe. I guess so.
You get the-
And see, it's got the Egyptian stuff. See, that's the stuff about Tennessee that's so crazy, is the Egyptian stuff. Look at that right there. Now, that looks like that's been here as long as this house has been here, since the 1800s.
Yeah.
Why the Egyptian? That's pretty crazy. Wow. Wow, look at all this around here.
So this is like the courtyard.
Yeah. I see a cool statues over there. Wow. Let's go take a look. You know, might as well.
What if this is open?
Probably.
Yeah, everything looks open.
Wow, no, it looks like you can just walk right through here. You see, that's just all open.
Well, what's this over here? Is that like a little well or?
No, it looks like we're a garden.
Yeah.
They grow food. I want to check out these statues. Man, this is pretty crazy. We just walk right in to James Polk's house and look at these cool statues coming up. See, now this is the type of stuff that I really like. Old statues. Looks like, what is this? Moses? Noah? Wow. Look at that. See that old magnolia trees that we're sitting under? Oh man, I love that. Now this magnolia right here is old, and I guarantee you this tree was here when they built, you know, the house over there. Not as big as this, but it's that tree's a few hundred years old. Man, this courtyard here is there. Look at that eagle. Look at the. I know the patina on this courtyard looks like something out of Louisiana. But looky here.
Dude, that's awesome right there.
Looky here. Wow, what a beautiful shot right there. America, America. America. Hump, yeah. That was really cool. Keep looking. Statue back here. Now you can imagine right here, this area, James Polk as a young man, not even knowing that he was going to be, the future president of the United States of America. He was actually Andrew Jackson's protege. And Andrew Jackson is another Tennessean who became president. Andrew Jackson was actually the birth of the Democratic Party right there. But just imagine James Polk as a young man studying law in America in the 1800s. This is where he would come and chillax. He would chillax here. If you don't know what chillaxing is, that's chilling and relaxing at the same time. He was out here and he would take a meditation, maybe have a cigar, a stogie, maybe, just sit out here and think, maybe read. But, these trees and right here, this little spot, this probably was the spot. Look, in between right here, I just imagine sitting right here amongst all this, contemplating law in America in the 1800s. James Polk, not a bad spot to chillax if you ask me. Pretty cool. I don't know what that is. What is this thing here? What is that? It's like a pot for something. Come check this out, Thomas.
What is that?
I don't know, but it's not. What does it say? Wish I had a cookie. It's a cookie jar.
What the heck?
Behind
just sitting here.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, this is the Polk life right here. As I'm thinking about it, I think Polk. I think Al Bundy. Polk High. Running back. He scored 4 touchdowns in one game. And I'm thinking that Polk High was probably named after James Polk, the 11th president of the United States of America. Al Bundy, there you go. There's your Al Bundy connection. Now here's another spot leading back from here, from the back of the house, back here. Now, we do know that James Polk did own a lot of slaves. So this might have been like slave quarters right here. But man, look at this old bench all mossed up like that. Man. Okay, yeah, that bench has been here for a long time. So, let's take a seat. No telling who sat in this old weathered bench here outside the Polk house, but man, you'd almost like feel the history going right in my ass. And that's the real way to learn history is osmosis, through sitting on things. And but if you look at that, that's just so beautiful. It almost reminds me of Louisiana, but Tennessee. No way if it's open. Oh shit. It turns. Oh, the whole knob is turning. You gotta jiggle the handle. You jiggle the handle. Just want to see what it looked like up front.
Oh, there was something here too. It's crazy.
Yeah, it looks like
a cross, bro. That was a cross. You see how it goes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a cross right here. Dang. And it's just
hallelujah. Oh, it's a window with the air conditioner. What if they rented this place out? Can you see in? Can you see in there? Oh yeah. What is all that crap? I wonder if somebody actually lives here. Maybe. That's the front. I don't know. I wonder what's under there. Probably some raccoons, possum. Maybe some gold. Maybe that's where James Polk hid his gold. was underneath the slave quarters. Man, that bench is so cool. That's like one of the coolest benches I've seen. This, the weathering on it.
Hey, John, you see how
And you see all these bricks all stacked up along the wall here. And Thomas is saying that maybe this whole courtyard here probably was covered in bricks and they put them all up. Or maybe they never finished it. I mean, because damn, look.
Yep.
These bricks look old as hell.
Man, that dude, that's
What the hell is that thing? What the hell is that? Okay, I don't know what that is. I think I'm going to eat it. Huh.
crazy.
Yeah, these bricks look like they've been stacked here definitely for a while. And those bricks are old as hell. You can tell these top ones that are a little bit more weathered. Well, it's kind of awesome. We just get to sit here and explore this piece of American history of the 11th president of the United States of America. I wonder what's that is. What that's for? Piece of marble? Is it marking something? For real?
Is this marble? That's marble, right?
Yeah.
This hoop somebody back here.
Where?
Over here. Maybe just here stuff.
You are? You're hearing ghosts?
Here, this goes around.
You a skinwalker? A skinwalker walking around?
Old Polk.
Old Polk still poking around. Still poking around to it. Old Polk still poking around. Wow, look at this old gate.
Oh, yeah, that's original.
Man, this stuff is so cool. James Polk, number 11. See, here's another bench. Man, they just had these benches like everywhere to chillax. They were all about chillaxing. Here, we're just around the other side of the other chillax spot. Here's another chillax spot. I'll go ahead and take the chillax here. And, wow. You know, that eagle over there on the wall is like so cool. This property is so cool. And this is kind of tucked away back here. I don't know why it's got these chrome Christmas balls. They're supposed to be there. Maybe they're not balls. I don't know what they are. They're not Christmas balls. They're definitely chrome though. It's a cool spot. Hey, what up? Petro. Polk. James Polk. Flower pot of some sort tucked back here. Man, I'm like surprised there's no homeless people. Does Columbia have homeless people?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does?
Yeah, I think they're mainly on the outskirts, like under the bridges. Dude, and they'll start a mean fire. I mean, you'll see smoke coming out from under the bridges. You know what
For
I'm
real?
saying? Yeah.
Dang.
Dude,
The Tennessee homeless, they don't mess around, huh?
that spear, one of those spears, what was that movie, man, where the spear would come at you and stick in your head?
Indiana Jones?
Nah, it was like a little spear. It was the Phantasm.
Phantasm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's take a walk over here to the front. So I think that's my favorite statue that's here. Love the magnolia trees here. But look, here's the actual house. Let's see what happens. Look, another chillax spot. Looks like that chair's broke.
They were all about chillaxing.
Yeah, I know. But this chair here, let's sit here and see what the view from James Polk's spot was like. You know, sitting here in this rocker.
I wonder if these were like just low enough to chillax on.
I'd say you put your feet up on it.
That's crazy.
Like that.
Yeah.
And that's the ultimate
That's what he was
chillax.
doing, yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. You see my Ugg boots? Like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Dang, yeah. This is not a bad chillax. Oh man, look. From right here, when you look down into the courtyard, look, you see the statue.
Bro, that's awesome.
Cool view. Here's the museum. I don't know if it's open. That's what it looks like inside.
I guess this was his wife or something, or
His mom?
maybe. There's two names.
Yeah. That's American Eagle.
Dude, this is crazy. They had those big style cabinets back in the day.
Look at that big magnolia right up front. Let's take a look up front. Here we got a bunch of stones here of people's names, I guess, who donated to the preservation of all this. Look, Alice Polk. There's a Polk.
There's a senator.
Senator Ed Blank.
Wow. Tom Pierce, 20 years of service as curator. He was
Wow.
the curator of this place for 20 years.
Yeah, there's not actually many names here. So these people probably really helped here. Man, I wonder if this was actually the original, like, gate. I mean, it looks old as hell. It's been weathered, beat up. I mean, this gate is so cool.
It's like something to a cemetery, bro.
Yeah, I know, like Cemetery Gate, Pantera. Man, but I mean, just look at that. I mean, it's so cool. That is so cool right here by the Magnolia. And this is the actual house here. Man, I love these magnolia trees. I'm gonna come over here because I'm gonna hug it. I'm a long-haired tree hugging hippie. I love you, tree. I love you. Man, I love the magnolia trees. It's one of my favorite trees. Like when they're blooming, you can smell it. God, look how awesome this looks. Just right here in the middle of town. Been sitting like this for a long time.
There's
Like,
Polk watching. He's.
oh man, he looking. There he is, looking on the inside. What are you doing out there, boys? My house. You know, James Polk is literally the president that's responsible for Texas. He's the one that said, "Go get them," and take all the Mexican-American war. That was James Polk. He said, "Go get that Texas territory," and they went and they did. And James Polk is responsible for Texas and America having Texas. Now look at this thing right here. What the heck is that? What the shithole? Oh, it's a light.
Oh wow.
What was it before? I don't know, but another one of these, what is this across the street? It's like a castle or something. See this? What is it? There's a lot of old history, a lot of old American history right here in Tennessee. And, man, it's really pretty. Hey, let's take a look. We got some information on this sign right here. The parents of the 11th President of the United States occupied this property until 1816, at which time young Polk was 21. This was his home from his University of North Carolina college graduation in 1818 until his marriage to Sarah Childress in 1824. So this is where homie lived. You can get tickets next door. I guess you can actually pay to visit. Let's see what this says. Registered National Historic Landmark, 1961. Ancestry home of James Polk. So I guess this was the actual house he stayed in, and that's another house over there. But the whole property together. You can look through the window here. The back door's open. Front door? No. But the back door is. The back door is always open. Man, look at the cellar here. I wonder what's down there. I look through here. And I did see the back door was open. No, closed, but you can see in the house. Oh, wow. It looks really beautiful in there. Man. See if we can get a look through here. Wow. That is beautiful in there. What is this? This is mint. Mint what? That's weird. But I guess I made it all the way back around again. So we can go over here and check this out. Man, just look at that magnolia tree right there. How beautiful. Oh, this is just really, really, really beautiful. So, yeah, it actually was 2 separate houses. There's Thomas coming back around. Here's this one. Guess this is the back porch. So they've installed some bathrooms. Guess this is the back side of something. Oh, dang, this one's open. Huh. I think somebody's in there. There's a bathroom right there, though.
Huh?
There is somebody in there. I just saw her. She busted me open in the door.
I was talking to her.
What'd they say?
And she was like, I was like, can we just come in just right here in the front and do like a little video? And she's like, no, but you can video outside all you want. And I'm like, she said, we don't allow videos inside. And I was like, dang, okay. You can call our director. I was like, no, that's straight.
See, but I know how to film inside. I've filmed all over the world where they told me I can't film. And you know how I do it? This is how I do it. Is, let me see your hat. Okay, you see the hole in the back of the hat? Well, I'll just get my phone and I'll stick it in my hat to where it's recording, and then I'll just hold my hat down to my side like that, and I'll just record. I did that in the catacombs in Italy. I did that recording the crown jewels of England. But that's how you record something when they say you can't record. But as the lady said, now we can go inside and pay the ticket. I think the ticket's not very much, like $15 or something. But man, look at this. Lamb S ear. What in the heck does that mean? Look at this. Garlic. What? I guess it's all lamb's ear, garlic. Then we had mint. It's all spices on names on these rocks around here.
Look, these are still some of the spices right here.
Oh, that's what they had growing in the garden.
Yeah.
Over here's the mint. Oh, wow. Okay, here's another one. Yeah, sage here.
Yeah.
Here's the sage.
What
Wow.
What it meant?
Yeah, mint there.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Oh, and you can, okay, now I can smell it.
Oh, bro, look.
Yeah, I know, I looked in.
That's crazy.
So, the mint, the sage, what's here? Lemon balm. Then the garlic. And then the lamb's ear. And that's what's growing along. What a great idea. See, now there's a great idea to grow spices yourself around your house. You're like, oh, I don't have a garden. It's like, nah, look what James Polk did. This is how the Polks did it. You know, you don't just become president for nothing. You know where to put the sage. And Polk knew where to put the sage. And that's a pretty damn good idea. But once again, you see these Egyptian things. And I guess this is to put your foot in. Something like that. But, that was that. Well, this was the James Polk House, 11th President of the United States of America. Man, he died like 3 months after being the president of cholera, which means you puke and you have diarrhea until you get dehydrated and die. And that's what he had. They said he literally worked himself to death. And his mom lived here till she died. And this was a major part of American history right here. This is the birth of Texas is because of this man. And this man sat here and did his studies and all that. And figured out what he wanted to do, and this was his home spot, being a young man. And we thank James Polk for Texas and for being a really good Tennessean and a good American. And Thomas, that was James Polk.
Man, this is awesome, bro.
2023. America. So this is kind of like right across the street from the Polk house, right by the Presbyterian church. They said his mother was a hardcore Presbyterian, but his father wasn't. And you see across the street what actually looks like a bell tower. Is that what that is, Thomas?
Yeah. They ring that every day. Like, I know at midnight we could be sitting on our porch and I hear this bell, and you know we're probably about a mile from the house, and you can hear that bell clear through the trees and everything. And like
So you hear that bell every night?
Oh yeah, clear
at
as day.
midnight.
Yeah.
A mile away from here.
Yeah.
So that bell right there is still rung, and if you can see, here's the Polk house here. Here's that church bell, the Presbyterian church over there, and then bam, another church. All these are churches right here, but straight down the street is the
courthouse.
Is the Columbia Courthouse. And that's quite a courthouse for just a small town like Columbia. And you were telling me a crazy story about the courthouse.
Yeah, it was like in 1899, an African American guy was thrown over. They tied a rope to him and threw him over the other side. On the other side, there's a door just like that one, and they hung him down because they said he had raped a white lady. But come to find out that movies were made about it and everything. Come to find out he didn't actually commit the crime. So they took that other section and bricked it off. Just took blocks and blocked it off to kind of, say, hey, we're not with that. But another thing about that over there, they got the Civil War, the names of the people that died that was from Columbia. And, they still got the names segregated.
What?
The blacks are on one side, the whites on the other. Yeah, it's wild.
At the courthouse in Columbia. So, but also this town is only, what'd you say, 25 minutes from the town where the birth of the KKK.
The birth of the Klan. 25 minutes from
Pulaski, Tennessee. That's where they started the KKK. And I've never been there. Thomas has told me a little bit about it, like there's a sign on the outside of town that says something like...
there's a sign of it was supposed to be commemorating the guys that actually started the Klan. So what they did was the town, I think they either flipped it upside down or put it on backwards to kind of show that we're not with that now. But the law office is still there. They still practice law out of it. And one of the guys' dads was a lawyer back then. So, man, it's
so they're all lawyers, huh?
Yeah.
Just like these presidents.
That's it, man.
But that was the thing, like the birth of the KKK, the Democratic Party, all the lawyers that they were. That's pretty much what happened here in Tennessee. And we got 2 presidents out of it.
See, a lot of bad stuff come out of, them guys came back from war. And when they come back from war, they didn't like what was going on. So, after the Civil War, so they was like, okay, well, we're going to do something about it. That's how the Klan got started. They came back from war. They didn't like the stuff going on. So they thought they were doing something good, which turned into a lot of bad. There's a lot of history here.
Yeah, so the courthouse down there and the Polk house. That's James Polk. That's some history here in Columbia, Tennessee. And I guess there's Old Glory, the American flag, and I'm Petro. And that was some American history, some Tennessee history. Right here in Thomas's hometown of Columbia. There's a lot more here, and I'll do a lot more videos. It's pretty much everywhere you go around here are those signs like that of a historical marker.
Yeah.
It's like everything's historical. So much stuff happened with this nation after the birth of this nation, after 1776. All the people that moved kind of west. This is one of the spots here in Tennessee that the people settled in, and you can kind of see why. And 11th President James Polk, America.